Hello, How to Communicate Good, Chapter 3. And the title of this chapter is What Exactly is Communicating? And I don't mean what is communication, I mean what is it that is communicating when we are aware that communication happens. Here's my drawing of an onion. It's supposed to be an onion, bear with me. And as we all know, onions have layers. On the outside of the onion is the thing that our society, our culture, is most obsessed with, which is skills. And all the things like skills, like techniques, like tips, like methods. And there's a place for that. I did a newsletter just earlier on this year entitled Top 10 Communication Tips. It was the biggest success of any newsletter I've ever done for the last 15 years. Because we've been conditioned to want to get better at communication and think it exists in the world of skills and tips and techniques and all that great stuff. And to a little extent that is true. But I don't think that's what's communicating. When you and I communicate well, people may say, oh, David, for example, David, you've got a great style, or I love your energy, or I love your voice is so rich, David. Great. That's just the language that we all have to describe the experience we are having. We go to the place of sights and sounds and a little bit of feeling, and we describe it like that. We talk about impact and style and things like that. We talk about the skills and techniques because that's how we are conditioned to think that is what is communicating. But I hope as well you and I instinctively know that we don't want to go to our graves and have somebody give our elegy and say, he had a great communication style. She had such a wonderful impact as a communicator. No. We want people in our elegy to talk about who we were, who we are in the world. And that's what is communicating. And I think the three things that we need to be looking at when we consider truly how to create more effective communication can all be started with the letter R, and in this case R stands for relationship. The first of these R's is relationship with self. Your relationship with yourself, your comfort with yourself, your peace with yourself, your well-being with yourself, all those things are what is communicating. Very subtly, but people pick up on it. Good relationship with yourself or not so good relationship with yourself. What also communicates is relationship with others. How do we see other people in the world? Are they other people fighting to get what we really want? Are they allies, enemies, soldiers, my people? Who are these other people? How do we see other people? How do we see our audiences? That is what is communicating. And finally, deep down at the core of the onion is the final R, relationship with life. How do we see life? Is life rich and abundant, without limits, full of beauty and grace? Or is life a difficult up and down fight to the end? That is what communicates. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with other people, and your relationship with life. And none of these things can overcome that. More and more I'm convinced that human beings are energetic creatures, meaning we sense each other's energy. We know where we are truly coming from, no matter what the style says, no matter what the word says. We know where we are coming from. We're coming from our relationship with self, relationship with other, and relationship with life. And that for me is the joy of still, after all these years doing work in communication, because I started out here teaching people skills. And now I realize that what I'm really doing is helping people develop their most empowering story of themselves, their most fulfilling relationship with other people, and their most peaceful and beautiful relationship with this gorgeous thing that we have called life. Thanks for listening.